Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the At Home Curriculum, Week 11. I can't believe it's been that long. It's been so much fun doing these, and we look forward to doing so many more. We are this week going to be talking about animal changes. So this will be wrapping up the animal scene, and so it's all about how animals change. And so I'll be going into some of the theme stuff, but first I'm going to give it to Cinnamon so she can talk you through some motor development stuff in children. Go ahead, Cinnamon.
Thank you so much, Megan. Hello, everyone, and welcome back again. All right, so motor development. So what motor development is the physical growth and strengthening of a child's bones, muscles, and their ability to move and touch the things like around them in their environment. And so two areas of motor development are fine motor and gross motor. Fine motor is, the development of the muscles in their fingers and their toes, even their mouths and their tongue and stuff like that. So even speaking is a fine motor skill. As far as gross motor goes, they're the large muscles, when you're kicking a ball or you're running or flipping, or when a baby's learning to crawl, so you're using the large muscle groups. So ways to strengthen fine motor skills in children are giving them activities such as tearing paper, cutting with scissors, coloring, putting little objects into things like tubes or water bottles and stuff like that. Like, you can really help them by like putting beans or pennies into like a water bottle. That really strengthens fine motor skills as well. So there's really simple ways that you can work on that with your child to help them grow those skills and develop them. And then as far as gross motor goes, a lot of physical activities. So any outdoor play, running, hopping, jogging, hopscotch, let's see what else I have. Having races, kicking a ball, throwing a ball, practicing those skills, and even doing songs like head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Those help develop those large muscles or those gross motor skills. Those are stuff we're always working on as children, but there's ways to enhance the development or the ways to work on them specifically. Also, if you're interested in knowing where your child is developmentally, where they are as far as fine gross motor skills, among other skills, you can always do our Ages and Stages questionnaire, the ASQ. There's a link to it on our website. You can always check that out. Our website is homecityfamilies.com. And so check that out. You can go on there, and if you can't find it for whatever reason, or you just have questions, you're more than welcome to just shoot us an email to inquire, and we can send you a link or whatever. But that's a really great way to know as well. Is there anything else I need to add about fine and gross motor skills?
Well, I was just thinking with the ASQ too, so you're going to go in and it's just going to ask you questions about your child's development, and then you won't see an instant result. It'll come to us, and then we'll be able to say, hey, look at, they're doing, excelling in this area. Maybe you need to work on some of this, or just here's some general activities that they can do. So really great tools to get a baseline of development for your child. So yeah, that's all I wanted to add.
Thank you, Megan.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so we'll get into the theme a little bit. Like I said, we are wrapping up animals. And so you can book it's brought to you by the letter M. And there's a lot of different book choices. So of course there's the classic. You could see Cinnamon has the classic there about the hungry caterpillar. And that one's classic. Thank you for that visual. And I have a Dora's egg on here. So, but really any book about animals you can talk about. There's, like llama, there's a baby, there's a young llama and a mommy llama. I have a book called Growing Like Me, my personal collection, and it's all about how different things grow. So really it's versatile. I mean, you can even have, plant growth, and there's different, I know there's, plant growing books out there too. So there's a lot of different choices for that. When it comes to the discussion, I would start with talking to your children just about themselves and how they've grown. And so, you were a baby once. Well, let's look at some pictures and then point out those differences with them. So you were wearing a diaper then, remember that? And mommy had to change your diaper, and then we had to feed you a bottle. And now look at it. You're walking. You use the potty. And then now look at me, mommy, you're going to get even bigger and even taller. So like letting them even know there are these stages of development, and for animals as well. And so animals are different as well. And so the caterpillar is very different. And this is something you can do with the life cycles of these different animals. So like caterpillars, frogs. This one is a beautiful book that Cinnamon put together, and it just goes through the different, so you can have them color it. You can do it yourself and just use it as a tool. So they start at the egg, the caterpillar, you know, they go through the different stages. Or you can also, the actual activity I listed is to do it on a paper plate, and you could do it with noodles and beans. So the eggs, they start out as beans, and then a rotini pasta, and then a shell, and then a bow tie. If you don't have the luxury of having all those pastas at home, you could just print them out and cut them out and glue them onto the plate. But it's really showing them that, you know, that we do go through changes, and, you know, before they were an egg and now they're a caterpillar, and all those different changes. And then the frog, kind of just a little frog activity, but can go along with that, their stages of development. So starting, you know, with the tadpole or the polywog, and up to turning into a frog. And so then what you can do is talk about where different animals come from. So what animals hatch from eggs. And I have a couple of different egg activities here, but you can see these clothespin eggs. And so this is a bird. You can put a turtle in there. You can put a crocodile. So talking about all the different animals that hatch from eggs. And in line with that, you can make this bird's nest out of a paper bag. Just tie off the top, smush it down. I filled mine with yarn. You can leave it empty or fill it with newspaper clippings, paper clippings, anything like that. And then you can put some eggs in there. Something fun to do with this is have them take care of their eggs. So this is your child's special nest, and have them keep it warm. You can talk about all the things mama birds do to keep their eggs safe. And then when they go to bed one night and they wake up, you can put a bird in there if you have a bird toy or a printout, and they can, it hatched. Great job taking care of your animal. So that's an option for eggs. This is another option too. So talking about different baby names for animals. So this is an example of a joey, a baby kangaroo, and this is a little pouch. So you can make this and have them, you know, they can carry around their little pouch. They can be a mama kangaroo, and just teaching them all about that. And then that there are different names for different baby animals, and going through those differences. And then the last thing I want to talk about was a little bit of math game. So there's tons of printables out there of matching the picture of a baby animal to the grown version of that. And so you can have them print those dittos and match them up. And then the science activities really go along with the life cycles and then the hatching eggs. But those are just some things to do. Is there anything that you think I should add or that they should know about with this theme?
No, nothing I can think of right off the top, but I do really like your activities. The bird nest one is really cool and really simple. Yeah. Anyone can do that.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Anyone can do that, and the kids will love to take care of it. So if there's nothing else, we, of course, have posted this on our website. And if you want that link to the ASQ, Ages and Stages questionnaire, let us know. And if you want more information, please reach out to us. But that is all. Thank you.
Week 11.
Bye.
Bye.